your pregame show getting you ready for tonight's high school baseball matchup. Will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. High school baseball coverage on RoCo Radio. Will start in 1 minute. Tonight's RoCo Radio pregame show will start in 30 seconds as we get you ready for high school baseball. The following is a presentation of RoCo Radio Sports. America's pastime. Some of the best programs across the Triad and the state of North Carolina. This is high school baseball on RoCo Radio, featuring the Reidsville Rams, McMichael Fighting Phoenix, the Moorhead Panthers, and the Rockingham County Cougars. Capturing all the big hits, the web gems, and the pitching performances to remember for a lifetime. It's baseball action on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We start with your RoCo Radio pregame show. Let's head down to the field and get you ready for first pitch as we bring you high school baseball action from across Rockingham County, right here on RoCo Radio.
Hello and welcome in. This is Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio. Papers flying everywhere, but we're having a good time as we prepare to bring you some county rivalry baseball action. McMichael Fighting Phoenix versus the Reidsville Rams. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza and Kooler Ice. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza, located at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that is ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan, 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. Visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville, located at 1509 South Scale Street. Or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden, located at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice. Great tasting fresh ice available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. Kooler Ice. Fresh and ready when you are. Jonathan Hatley here with me today. How you doing, Hatley?
I am doing great. It is nice to be back home. Having grown up playing here at McMichael High School, and just being back is great.
But we're not going to show any favoritism. Because if you start showing favoritism towards them, I'll have to swing the other way for Reidsville. Hey, we got to do a balanced broadcast.
I called them Tuesday. I called it right down the middle.
Oh, okay. And who was the judge of that? You.
There was nobody else to judge, so I was by myself.
Okay. Yeah, so looking forward to tonight's action. Go ahead and tell us how you're feeling in the comments. Reidsville took down this McMichael squad 5-1 on Tuesday, but it is baseball. Anything can happen just day to day. So we're looking forward to some great action tonight. Some things went wrong for McMichael. Left 9 runners stranded, I believe. That was the stat. Am I right on that, Hatley?
Yeah, they went 7-28 hitting Tuesday night. Only scored 1 run, left 9 runners on base. And, hitting 250 for a game is not terrible, but leaving 9 runners on base and only scoring 1 run, that's tough to win a ball game that way.
It definitely is. What was your number 1 takeaway from that game?
All of Reidsville's runs, all 5 of them, came from the top 2 hitters in the order. Lucas Gingler and Connor Martin. Martin reached base 3 times, scored 3 runs, and Gingler, he was 3 of 3 and scored twice. 4 of their runs were earned. The McMichael pitching didn't have a bad outing, actually. Easton Tillman started the game, threw 3.2 innings, gave up 5 hits, had 5 strikeouts, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, and only threw 57 pitches. So by Coach Erskine pulling him early, he's also got him available tonight if he needs him. And then Colin Mitchell came in relief, threw 2.1 innings, had 2 hits, struck out 3, gave up 1 run, it was earned, and just had a couple of walks and only threw 36 pitches. So all in all, not a bad outing for the Phoenix pitching. They just didn't show up with the bats like they needed to. And on the reverse side, the Reidsville Rams, Colby Cooper had a great performance, threw 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, struck out 4, only gave up 1 run, and only walked 1. And Grady Barrett was pretty lights out in relief. He threw the last inning, gave up 1 hit, and struck out 3.
So it was one of those games that, it seems lopsided when you just look at the score, but it could have kind of swung either way if McMichael would have capitalized.
Yeah, a few breaks here and there. McMichael got down in the game early, and they had to make adjustments, and the adjustments just didn't pan out for them. But, if they'd have managed to get a couple of pass balls, have a couple of breaks go their way, they easily could have put across a few more runs, and it would have been a much tighter ball game.
Melita Hatley in the comments says, good luck to Coach Erskine and Coach Elrod, wishing both teams a safe game. We echo that sentiment here. Go ahead and tell us your thoughts in the comments. Happy to be bringing you baseball. Doesn't feel like baseball weather, kind of cold, but...
Yeah, a little chilly. You still got that March chill in the air, and we've had a few days that got up into the 80s, and it felt like baseball weather. And then that sun got down, and it cooled off. But I'm looking forward to the 80 degrees, and it holds into the 70s by the time we get out of here, and then it'll really feel like baseball weather.
Oh yeah, but high school baseball season ends fairly early.
They play on into May.
Playoffs are in May. So
state playoffs.
You don't get the chance to play in the scorching heat.
And that can be a benefit, too, because, trying to play a doubleheader when it's 98 degrees and you've only got 1 catcher and he has to catch 18 innings, that's tough.
Definitely.
I wish McMichael would have had some more stats available online. But you got a few Reidsville players that are pretty high on the batting average scale right now at the beginning of the season. The lowest of which of these players I'm going to name is Grady Barrett, and he comes into this game hitting .348. Colby Cooper's hitting .360. He's got a home run and 8 RBIs. Connor Martin is hitting .423. Tanner McKinney is hitting .500. And Lucas Gingler, who is starting on the mound tonight, is hitting .522. So some good bats at the top of the Reidsville lineup.
So if you're Reidsville, you're really trying to hammer it home with those first few batters.
Well, that was the story in their game against McMichael, of course, and it was also the story when they played at Rockingham. It was the top 4 hitters in their order that did the majority of the work at the plate and on the base paths. And, you know, that top 4 or 5 in their order is a dangerous group of hitters, and they can get on and they can score. And right now, Reidsville's sitting at 4-4. But 1-0 in the conference, and they beat this tough McMichael team for their only conference win. I figured they're going to have something to say about the final conference standings by the time it's all over if they keep playing well.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the conference standings when in our interview with Coach Elrod. Let's go ahead and get to that. I'm here tonight for the Two Rivers Plaza Kooler Ice pregame show with Coach Mike Elrod of the Reidsville Rams. Coach Elrod, what's your confidence level in your team after the 5-1 win on Tuesday against these McMichael Phoenix?
Well, obviously, that win on Tuesday gave us a little bit of confidence because beating a program like McMichael. But now we treat every game like it's our last game. So, we're not looking in the past. What happened. We're improving to where we can get better, and no matter who we're playing, to get ready for later on in the season to make a playoff run. So, a win's a win, and so obviously we're excited about that. But we're here now. It's a different night, different location, and I'm sure Coach Urson's been working with his guys. So, it's going to be a 7-inning battle, I'm sure.
Princeton Janey Christian Scales went 0 of 3 the other day. On Tuesday, just coming off of their state championship victory in basketball. How do you get them back into the swing of things and kind of wear off some of that rust?
Well, that was expected, like you said, to come off this basketball run where they wouldn't get any reps with us. But so we knew they was going to struggle a little bit, and but we've been going overtime with them these last couple of days. Spending a lot of time in the cage, a lot of time on the field, getting some live pitching. My arm's about to fall off, man, because I'm trying to throw as many pitches as I can so they can get some live stuff. But those guys are very motivated. They're hard workers, and they know what it takes, to be a successful program. And so they're going to work it out, and we're going to stick with them until they do. So it's going to be just fine.
You've got a lot of connections to this McMichael program. Tell us a little bit about that, and how does it feel to be back at this McMichael field on the other team?
Well, man, I love it here. I love it here. I've got a lot of history here. I played here. Both of my sons, my boys come through here, and I have a lot of respect for this whole coaching staff and these players. I've coached these players, coming up to the youth and the middle school program. So it means a lot to me for me to be back here and on this dugout. First time I've ever done that. So mixed emotions for me, a little emotional, but once that first pitch comes in, man, we're business, and we're going to try to take care of business tonight.
What's the key to taking care of business tonight?
Well, we have to play defense. We have to play solid defense, which we did pretty good on Tuesday, but we made a couple errors. Clean that up, solid defense, get behind our pitcher, and, man, we have to hit the baseball. We have to put the ball in play, do what we do, and stay motivated for 7 innings, and just hoping it works out at the end.
You mentioned getting behind your pitcher. Who's going to be pitching tonight?
Man, Lucas Gingler is towing it for us tonight, and he's a senior, been around a little while. Going to go play a little college ball when he gets done. We're here in Reidsville High School ball, so he definitely has experience, and he don't mind putting us on his shoulder and carrying us. So we're going to ride him tonight.
All right, that was Coach Elrod. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Hatman, what did you gather from that?
I mean, it's business as usual for Mike Elrod. I've known Mike for, it seems like ever, at least since we were in high school. And, that's just always been his attitude. Go in there, take care of business, do what you need to do to win. And, being the guy who got the first win at this stadium on the mound, he especially wants to do it here tonight.
Yeah, so it should be interesting to see, just his emotions coming into this game. McMichael's been a big portion of his life. He talked to us a little bit before the game about that. Reidsville tonight, their batting order, number 1 leading off will be Connor Martin. He'll be playing right field as number 5. Lucas Gingler, number 8, will be on the bump. Christian Scales will be shortstop. This is the 2. It's weird to hear myself talking twice. Colby Cooper, he'll be playing first base. Manning second base will be Grady Barrett. Carson Robertson will be in left field. Christian Lockamy will be the designated hitter for catcher Dakota Petty. Princeton Janey will be in center field, and Braden Snow will be at third base.
Yeah, and in the game Tuesday, Martin, their leadoff hitter, went officially 1-1, reached base 3 times, scored all 3. Gingler went 3-3, scored 2 runs. Grady Barrett went 2-2 with an RBI. Colby Cooper went 1-2 with 3 RBIs. So, it's at top 5 of the order. Other than Scales, which we expect a little bit of rust out of him, just coming off of basketball. He needs to get some at-bats, get some swings. But I've seen some videos of him on social media, and that kid's got a live bat. If he catches one, it's going to go.
Excited to see what he does tonight. So let's go ahead and get to the McMichael side of things. Our interview with Coach Erskine. Let's listen to that. This is the Two Rivers Plaza Kooler Ice pregame show. I'm here with Clark Erskine, the coach of the McMichael Phoenix. Coach, lost by 4 runs on Tuesday to the same Reidsville team. What went wrong?
Just got down early and had to kind of change game plan a little bit. And then, we had bases loaded in the 5th, the 7th, had multiple guys on base in the 4th, and we just couldn't get that timely hit. And we actually played pretty well. Just didn't get that timely hit, and they did. So hats off to those guys for being able to execute when they needed to.
Who needs to step up hitting-wise tonight?
All 9 batters. That's the type of team we are. It's going to take everybody to have good approaches, good at bats, swinging at good pitches. Obviously you expect a little more out of the top half of your lineup, but all 9 guys that are going to be hitting tonight are capable of doing some damage.
The top of Reidsville's lineup scored all of the runs. They were basically the entire offense. Any adjustments to take care of them?
Again, nothing to take away from them because those guys had the timely hit and they did a great job, had good approaches. But we gave them some crooked numbers there. They would earn 1 in the 1st and we gave them 2. They'd earned 1 in the 3rd and we gave them 2. 2-0 and 4-0 is a different ball game. So if we can just take care of us, and hopefully that will be good enough to help take care of them. But obviously those guys had the big-time hits when they needed them. So hopefully we'll just play our game tonight, and hopefully that will kind of equalize some of the disparity there that we had on Tuesday.
And lastly, Coach, who will be pitching tonight, and what would you like to see from him?
Eli Gann will be our starting pitcher tonight. Everybody else is in the bullpen, even our starter from the other night because we pulled him a little early. Eli just needs to be Eli, do what he does. He mixes it up, pitches well, holds runners well, fills his position well. And the thing about Eli is he keeps getting better as the game progresses. So if he can keep doing that, he hasn't had a bad outing or a bad inning this year, so he just needs to be himself.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Coach Erskine of the McMichael Fighting Phoenix here tonight for County Rivalry Action on RoCo Radio. Thanks for listening on YouTube or Facebook. Go ahead and drop any thoughts you have in the comments, and we'll be sure to interact with those. So, Hatley, got any more thoughts for this pregame show?
Yeah, McMichael, they matched Reidsville hit for hit Tuesday night. Both teams with 7 hits on the night. Easton Tillman, their leadoff hitter, went 2 of 4. Catcher Jackson Rogers went 2 of 3 and knocked in the only run for the Phoenix. Colin Mitchell, Brady Dunn, Eli Gann all had a hit apiece, and Mitchell scored the only run for the Phoenix. And Easton Tillman started off the game for him. Pitched 3.2 innings, pretty solid work. But, it was just the breaks of the game that really put Reidsville over the top that game. Both teams played fairly well. McMichael just couldn't get any breaks to go their way that night. And that's just baseball. It can go either way on any given day.
Yeah, I mean, they say that about most sports, but it really, really is true when it comes to baseball.
Well, I mean, you can get out on a football field, you can get out on a basketball court, and we saw it covering both those sports this year. You had certain games that there was no doubt from the opening kickoff who was going to win that game. We have not seen a baseball game, with the exception of the Rockingham County Smith game, where as soon as the first pitch was thrown, we knew who was going to win that game. And that wound up being a 34-0 Rockingham County over Smith victory, which is the most lopsided victory that the county's seen ever in baseball.
Wow.
But, I expect that before the game ever started. Smith, not a historically good baseball program, and Rockingham County, a powerhouse, ranked top 10 in 3A. So, that's the kind of thing that you expect.
Going and looking at the starting lineup. Well, I guess it's just the lineup. Starting and finishing lineup for the McMichael Phoenix. You're going to have Easton Tillman in left field leading off. Eli Gann will follow up. He'll be the pitcher for tonight. Grayson Shelton is at short. Brady Dunn, first base. Colin Mitchell, center field. Jack Rogers will be the catcher. Jackson Hall, second base. Andrew Lovelace will be at third. And Dax Acord will be, I believe he's in right field. Designated hitter will be Peyton Gaines for him.
Yeah, Peyton Goins will be hitting in the 9 slot. And Acord will be playing right field. And we didn't actually see Acord play against Reidsville Tuesday unless he got out into the field, and I missed it because the subs weren't very well reported. But that's free defensive substitution in high school, and you don't always catch them all. You obviously catch the pitching changes, but
yeah. Beautiful field.
Oh yeah. This field's in great shape. It's had a lot of work done to it since I was in school. The last time I was out here, all this brick around the backstop area, bricked in the dugouts and covered them. It was just chain link fences when I was in high school, and it wasn't covered. They've added batting cages, bullpens. They got a good complex over here. I'm impressed with it. Added the press box on. A lot of this stuff wasn't here 27 years ago. That pains me to say.
A lot of stuff wasn't here. Streaming services, social media, me.
Electricity.
Yep.
Now we've got a score update in the comments. Rockingham County Cougars are up 6-0 over the Eastern Guilford Wildcats. I believe the final of their game Tuesday was 11-2 in the favor of Rockingham County. Don't quote me on that.
So, Hatley, what are your official keys to the game for tonight for both teams?
I think they need a patient approach at the plate. I haven't seen Gingler pitch, but, from what I understand from Coach Elrod, he hits his spots. He's got a pretty decent fastball and breaking ball. And Eli Gann, from what I've heard from Coach Erskine, is a solid pitcher, good fastball, good off-speed stuff. The wind out here today, it could play with the control just a little bit. The fielders are going to have to really settle under the ball. That wind swirls out here on this field. So it plays, especially with high fly balls. So you got to be solid on defense, really settle under the ball. Make sure you're catching it with two hands. And both teams need to try to get out on the pitcher and really pick their pitches. Don't give away strikes that are out of the zone by swinging at them.
Yeah, you were kind of describing that to me before the game because we saw a lot in the JV game of people just dropping kind of routine-ish looking foul balls. I mean, not foul balls, fly balls. And I think that has a big thing to do with it.
Yeah, and the wind swirling can really mess with the way that ball falls. I didn't particularly care for playing on really windy days when I was playing ball because of that. But being an infielder, it didn't really affect me as much. It affected me more on the mound because I was more of a breaking ball pitcher, and I didn't get the velocity to really force it into the zone, and the wind would sort of carry it at times. And, Lord, when it would hang one up, it'd get hit hard to the outfield, and that wasn't a pleasant experience.
Temperature at about 58 degrees right now, 5-mile-per-hour winds. It'll probably drop a little bit through the night. Get around 50 degrees at 9, 53 degrees at 8. Should be a pretty good one. Clear view here on the field. Sun setting.
A few little weird hops out there.
Nobody's jumping. He's talking about the baseball.
Well, I expect that until the weather warms up and the grass really greens up. You got little spots that are dead and little spots where you've got grass, and it'll give you a funny bounce here and there. This time of the year is always the toughest, in my opinion, to play baseball because you get cooler weather. The arm tightens up a little more when it's cold. If you catch one wrong off the bat, it really hurts the hands. That kind of thing. So, little wrinkle when the weather's a little cooler.
Reidsville warming up now as McMichael returns to their dugout.
and I've seen both coaches doing this. They're working with their catchers while they're doing infield and outfield, having their catchers work on getting in front of the ball. I've seen a lot of pass balls this season, and this is something that as a catcher you should really work with, getting those balls that bounce in the dirt and that are going outside your the box that's your body, and making those adjustments and keeping those balls in front of you instead of letting them go back to the backstop.
Do have a nice brick backstop here. And
Yeah,
Michael's
that can make for some pretty hard caroms off of it, and a pass ball can bounce right back to the catcher in a hurry. So you got to be careful about it, especially if you're on third and you're thinking about trying to score on a pass ball. That ball could be right back to the catcher, and you could be dead to rights.
And, this may just be completely false, but it seems to me that some of these backstops work differently. Like, when I'm doing...
Every field's unique.
Well, when I'm doing I've done different games, and sometimes the backstop will just be insane. Now, I haven't seen any at McMichael yet, but, it'll go bouncing everywhere, and it'll be kind of to the detriment of the catcher.
Oh, yeah, and it depends on the spin that the pitcher's put on the ball. It depends on the spin that it catches when it hits the ground. It can carry them off this brick, bounce over toward the first base side dugout or the third base side dugout, or it could come straight back to you. It's just so many factors that it could be.
Got that American flag flying in center field. Have the even larger one flying if you look to your right over on the football field.
Yeah, the big flag at the football field. But as far as the aesthetics of the facilities, and maybe I'm biased, but McMichael's is beautiful stadium and as good a sports facilities as we have in the county.
Oh, it's beautiful. Game about to get underway between Reidsville and McMichael. McMichael with a handy mercy rule victory in the JV game. Reidsville beat McMichael at Reidsville on Tuesday 5-1. Thanks for joining us on this Pennrose Carwash Kooler Ice pregame show. Happy to have you along on Facebook or on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, leave a like. Facebook, go ahead and leave a like and share this. How does the sun affect games when you're on that field?
It depends on the position you're playing because you've got spots on the field where it's not as bad. With it being on the third base side and kind of low in the sky, throws coming across from third to first, it might affect the first baseman some. Fly balls to right field especially. But aside from that, it shouldn't bother these kids too much, and it'll be below the trees probably by about the second inning.
I mean, sun's supposed to set at 7:32. And no, I didn't look at the weather app. I can just tell.
Yeah, but now we're in the days where you have more daylight than dark, and I'm happy about that.
I hate it so much.
Well, you'd rather it be dark longer?
Yeah.
Maybe you should consider college in Alaska.
Okay.
You know, you could have no more than dawn, dusk, light for about a month and a half out of the year that way.
Yeah, University of Alaska. I'll go.
Hey, my sister's a professor at University of Alaska Fairbanks.
Okay.
Maybe I could put in a word for you if you decide to apply there. I don't know if they have the program that you're interested in, but we could look into it.
She's really trying to ship me off. Literally farther away than Canada. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, you know, we've been talking about colleges in our group chat and whatnot.
It's not fun. We're here to have a good time calling this game. Let's not talk about colleges, okay? That's just bringing me down. Teams putting the finishing touches on their warm-ups as we get ready for some high school county rivalry baseball action. Conference rivalry action here for the Mid-State 2A.
And another score update in the comments. Rockingham County Cougars have taken the lead 11-0 over in Wentworth. So it looks like they might have another slaughter rule shortened game for the Cougars.
What'd you say the score was?
11-0. Joe Dexter and David Woods on site for that one.
Melita in the comments, Jay, I figured you would be Carolina bound. Why's that? Big Will on YouTube. Man, my heels just can't get it together. So I'm actually a Carolina fan. So, be rough going home to my Duke fan father. But it's okay.
Yeah, Duke with the big win in the NCAA tournament today.
See, I broadcast with a Duke fan.
Carolina with a tough loss. But I'll tell you, that play-in game, they looked like world beaters.
See, especially against San Diego State.
And San Diego State,
the place where Kawhi Leonard, my least favorite NBA player ever, went. So that was even more thrilling than Carolina actually making the round of 64. Yeah, Melita, I'm a Carolina fan. I just don't know if I want to go there.
If you follow their baseball program, you got plenty to be happy about. They got a solid baseball team at Carolina. And we got the umpires standing at home plate. They're going to call out the head coaches, get the lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mike Dalton Field, home of your McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Tonight, we play host to the Rams of Reidsville High School. First, we're going to introduce our lineups. If you'll make your way to the first base line, visitors, as I introduce you. Number 3, Zaylin Hampton. Number 19, Jeremiah Cobb. Number 22, Tanner McKinney. Number 23, Christian Lockamy. Number 27, Jack Miller. Number 31, Jacob Perkins. Number 45, Luke Travis. Now the starting lineup for the Rams, leading off and playing center field, number 5, Connor Martin. Batting second, pitching number 8, Lucas Gangler. Batting third, shortstop, number 10, Christian Scales. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 38, Colby Cooper. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 9, Grady Barrett. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 28, Carson Robertson. Batting seventh and DHing tonight, number 23, Christian Lockamy. He's hitting for the catcher, number 6, Dakota Petty. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 2, Princeton Janney. Batting ninth, third baseman, number 7, Braden Snow. Reidsville's head coach, Mike Elrod, his assistant, Chris Smith. Now to introduce your McMichael Fighting Phoenix baseball team. Number 9, Tyvon Dalton. Number 5, Quentin Joyner. Number 18, Lucas Smith. Number 19, Aaron Compton. Leading off for the Phoenix, playing left field, number 12, Easton Tillman. Batting second and pitching, number 8, Eli Gann. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 4, Grayson Shelton. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 7, Brady Dunn. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 6, Colin Mitchell. Batting sixth and catching, number 15, Jack Rogers. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 10, Jackson Hall. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 11, Andrew Lovelace. Batting ninth, DH, number 14, Peyton Goins. He's hitting for the right fielder, number 2, Dax Accord. McMichael's head coach, Clark Erskine. His assistants, Josh Madison, Taylor Lugers, Sonny Gann, Hunter Folks, and Derek Webster. And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everyone to please rise, take off your hats, and salute the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
Here we go. Reidsville Rams and McMichael fighting Phoenix. Crosstown Conference rivalry game. Connor Martin will be leading things off for the Reidsville Rams.
Martin went 1-1 in Tuesday's matchup, is hitting .423 on the season.
Eli again warming up. Not to overanalyze warm-up pitches, but what are you seeing here?
He's keeping his warm-ups down in zone. He's got a pretty decent tail on his fastball, in and out, depending on whether it's the two-seam or the cutter. Pretty good little hook, too.
So kind of a late start. Expected this to start at 7 o'clock, starts at 7:18.
Yeah, that JV game, it went 4, but a 20-run win for the Phoenix.
Crazy. So Connor Martin to lead things off for the Reidsville Rams. Steps into the box. Left-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Close to the line. First pitch, way outside. Pitch number 2. Swing and a miss. Big cut on that one.
And Reidsville has a lot of left-handed hitters in the lineup, so Gann will have to look at batters from that side of the plate a lot tonight.
1-1 count. That one fires it, and it goes right into Gann's glove. He tosses it to number 7, Brady Dunn. And that'll be the first out of the night. So with 1 down, 0-0 ball game.
Number 8, Lucas.
Here in the top half of the first inning, pitcher Lucas Gingler is going to step in to that right-handed batter's box.
Gingler at .522 on the season and was 3 of 3 Tuesday against the Phoenix.
First one is in the zone. No.
Breaking ball just off the outside corner.
1-0 count. Pitch number 2 of the at-bat is popped sky high into center field and drops right into the glove of Colin Mitchell. Two down now. Top half of the first inning.
10, Christian Scales.
0-0 ball game. Christian Scales of the Reidsville Rams steps in to the batter's box.
And he just had his season debut Tuesday, went 0 of 3 in that performance.
With an orange bat, he's going to take that one inside at the ankles to make it a 1-0 count.
Want to be fair, Scales' ankles are about where my knees are.
You're not that tall, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's 6'8".
Sends it out. Yeah. And he's going to get on base for a single and stop midway between first and second base after lining that one out to left field.
Just popped it right over the third baseman's head. Good piece of hitting there from Scales.
So with a man on first, Colby Cooper is going to step up to the plate.
And we know Scales has speed from watching him in basketball. He's a threat to run here.
Cooper is going to send that one out there. Scales runs. This one's in right field, and it drops. So 1 hit and 3 outs into the game. We head to the bottom half of the first inning, 0-0 ball game. Effective pitching by Eli Gann, getting out of there pretty quickly.
McMichael High School and the Mid-State Conference expect and promote sportsmanship by coaches, players, and fans.
Leading things off for the Reidsville Rams, for the McMichael Phoenix coming up next will be Easton Tillman, Eli Gann, and Grayson Shelton.
Rams pick up no runs on 1 hit, leave a man on. And an 8-pitch first inning for Eli Gann. Very, very efficient.
Thanks for listening in, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Happy to have you along for RoCo Radio's coverage of this Mid-State 2A Conference rivalry action. Reidsville versus McMichael.
And watching Gingler warm up, he's exactly as advertised by Coach Mike Elrod. Good control, good placement, a little life on the fastball, and some decent break on the breaking stuff. Easton Tillman will lead the way for the Phoenix coming up in the first. Had a 2 of 4 performance against the Reidsville Rams on Tuesday and was also the starting pitcher.
Leading off for the Phoenix, number 12, Easton Tillman.
Tillman steps in to the left-handed batter's box. Got an open stance. Lucas Gingler's first pitch is cut on and missed. 0-1 count.
And Tillman wasn't trying to poke a single the other way on that one. That was a full swing.
Swing for the fences. Second pitch, he's going to swing on that one too, down the foul line to third base. Okay, that was off the shin.
Off of Coach Erskine's shin trying to field it.
Now, do they give you shin guards when you're the coach?
I mean, I guess you could wear them, but I don't know a coach that would.
Pitch number 3, 0-2 count. High and outside to make it 1-2.
Yeah, that breaking ball just hung up and out over the plate, never got down. Update from Rockingham, Cougars up 14-1.
That one. Appeal to first base, he didn't go. So he worked it up to a 2-2 count, dug himself into an 0-2 hole, and now it's an even count. Stepping back in for pitch number 5.
Well, that's what I was talking about with a patient approach. You know, you don't give the pitcher anything. You make sure you're swinging at strikes.
Gingler delivers, and he fouls that one off. Yeah, came out swinging early, worked it back up to a 2-2 count, and keeps the at-bat alive with that one there. 0-0 ball game, bottom half of the first inning, as McMichael seeks to avenge their loss to Reidsville on Tuesday. He's going to foul that one back again. Keeping things going.
Return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout. Thank you.
Tillman battling with 2 strikes, staying alive.
That one is fouled again. His 4th foul of the at-bat. Lucas Gingler's pitch count being worked up, and this is the first batter he's faced.
Well, I'll tell you, as a batter, that's a great approach. You know, run that pitcher's pitch count up, make him throw more pitches. You know, with the limited pitch counts in high school ball, you know, you get him out of the game earlier.
Exactly. So he steps back in. Gingler sends that one, and that one is lined out there, but right into the glove of Christian Scales. Lucas Gingler wins the war.
8-pitch opening at bat.
But he gets the man down.
Next up for the Phoenix, number 8, Eli Gann.
Gann went 1-4 Tuesday against the Rams, looking to help his cause here tonight.
First pitch is, I didn't see it.
Called strike. Breaking ball right down the middle, called strike.
0-1 count, 1 down, 0-0 ball game. McMichael at the plate. That one
Also called a strike.
now an 0-2 count. Steps back into the right-handed batter's box. But the last time he started out with 2 strikes, Gingler made it an 8-pitch at bat, and that one will be a bounce pass into his catcher's chest to make it 1-2.
And the Cougars are now up 16-1 in the bottom of the 4th over in Wentworth.
And he cuts on that one and strikes out. I believe that's the first strikeout we've seen tonight.
Yep.
Next up for the Phoenix,
Now-
number 4, Grayson Shelton.
Now 2 down.
Shelton went 0-4 against the Rams on Tuesday.
So 2 outs, 0-0 ball game. Reidsville trying to send it to the top half of the second inning as he fouls that one off. Grayson
Please
Shelton
return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout.
steps
Thank you.
back and steps back in. Outside and low to make it a 1-1 count. 2 down as Gingler steps back up. And a big swing and a miss there for now a 1-2 count.
Yep, swung slap over the top of that breaking ball.
Sends that one to Christian Scales at short, who bobbles it, picks it up, and
beat it. He beat it.
Call it safe. Colby Cooper did a full split. And he's a big dude, 6'4".
That's all you can do. You know, you stretch for the ball.
And
the throw just didn't get there.
Now
Christian
batting for
Scales
the
just
Phoenix.
couldn't catch it clean.
Number 7, Brady Dunn.
And Shelton just legged out the single, hustled it out.
So first baseman Brady Dunn will step up into the right-handed batter's box. One man on first as pickoff attempt is unsuccessful.
And Dunn went 1 of 3 against the Rams on Tuesday night.
Right-handed side of the plate as another pickoff attempt doesn't get him. Colby Cooper goes flying. Struggled to catch his feet.
Time was called by the umpire.
Looks like he was upset at the dugout of McMichael.
I mean, you know, it's baseball. You talk to your teammates.
On the right side, 2 down as that one's outside. So now a 1-0 count. Big lead on first base for Grayson Shelton as Brady Dunn prepares.
And this is the first time that Gingler's actually gotten behind in a count tonight.
Dunn is going to swing and miss to make it 1-1.
Another one of those breaking balls that started on the outside, wound up nearly in the dirt, and was swung over the top of. Quick move.
Another pickoff attempt.
Trying to catch Shelton sleeping over there.
Taking his time. Delivers the pitch. He runs. Throw. Couldn't get it in his glove at second base. So Grayson Shelton with the steal on the strike as Connor Martin. No, excuse me, Grady Barrett wasn't able to keep it in his glove at second base. So 1-2 count, now a man in scoring position for the first time tonight. The pitch, outside, 2-2. Gingler keeping his eye on second base. And after those 3 pickoff attempts, or maybe even 4. No, I lose count after 3. Might be in his head. That one's low, and that was the 3-2 count.
And that just barely missed low.
Oh, almost clipped the batter. Ball 4 will send him to first base.
Came up and in with a hard one there.
Yeah. So Brady Dunn takes first. Grayson
Coming to
Shelton
the plate for the Phoenix,
is
number
on second
6,
base.
Colin Mitchell.
Center fielder Colin Mitchell will step in.
Mitchell went 1 of 4 Tuesday night and scored the lone run for the Phoenix.
2 men down as Lucas Gingler has to keep his eye on 2 men on base. Mitchell. With a square stance in the right-handed batter's box. Calls time. Mitchell takes it down the
Called
plate for a
strike.
strike.
Just burying it low and away at the knees. Good pitch.
Here he goes. That one's outside again. So a 1-1 count with 2 down. Man on first and second in the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0 ball game still. Gingler delivers. And steal attempt at third. He gets there.
And strike was called on the pitch.
So 1-2 count. Second chance for Gingler to put this inning away, but now there's runners on the corners. There's some obvious speed there with Grayson Shelton on that third base. Outside as he's going to take second base. He being Brady Dunn. 2 runners in scoring position. But 1 strike away from sending this to the second inning unscathed. Just a little high. 2-2 even count.
Should be 3-2.
But he changed it to 3-2, I think. So now a full count here. Payoff pitch. Low, and it loads the bases.
Patient approach by Mitchell.
What a job there. So now after putting down Tillman and Ginn with no problem, Shelton's on third. Dunn is on second.
15,
Mitchell's
Jack
on first.
Rogers.
And Jack Rogers will step up. 0-0 ball game, bottom half of the first. 2 men down. McMichael trying to put some points on the board. Low for the first pitch.
Rogers was 2 of 3 Tuesday and knocked in the Phoenix's lone run. Looking to make another contribution here tonight. And Reidsville has timeout. The pitching coach will go out to speak to Gingler.
Jackson Rogers, the junior, trying to make a big impact here. Now, this is where things went awry on Tuesday when they had those bases loaded, just weren't able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, leaving 9 runners on base over the course of the game, and I believe at one point they did leave the bases loaded during that game. It'll take me just a second to go back and look. Yeah, left the bases loaded in the 4th. And the meeting on the mound is over now.
Rogers steps back in. 1-0 count. 2 outs, 3 men on base. Gingler versus Rogers. Rogers just a bit outside. 2-0 count.
Rogers acted like he wanted it, but he laid off.
Rogers stepping in, close stance. Ooh, big cut on that one, but failed to make contact. 2-1 hitters count now.
Yeah, and on that 2-0, you're looking for that fastball. He just missed it.
Here he goes. That one is just low, and now it's a 3-1 count. Gingler
in danger of walking in a run.
Bases loaded. 0-0 ball game, bottom of the first with 2 men down. And he walks in a run. Jackson Rogers takes a patient approach.
Now batting for McMichael, number 10,
Shelton.
Jackson Hall.
Will walk to the plate. Now a 1-0 game.
And Hall went 0 of 2 against the Rams Tuesday. Strike called.
0-1 count, 2 down, bases still loaded, and a 1-0 lead for the McMichael Phoenix. Jackson Hall. Time called as
Coming in to pitch run for McMichael, number 5, Quentin Joyner.
Quentin Joyner will be on first base.
Yeah, he'll run for the catcher,
pitch.
Rogers.
He sends that one to Christian Scales, who tossed it to second, but it went out of his hands, and that'll score a run for McMichael. And they'll stay alive. Brady Dunn gets to come in. Quentin Joyner was almost out at second, but an error made there at second.
Yeah, Grady Barrett missed the toss there from
now batting number 11,
Scales,
Andrew
and it just came off his
Lovelace.
chest.
So now a 2-0 lead for the McMichael Phoenix. That one down the plate for a strike. First 2 batters got out, and now we're in the 8-hole with a 2-0 lead for McMichael, and the bases loaded. Another strike looking, 0-2 count.
And Lovelace had no at-bats against Reidsville Tuesday night.
He'll send that one down the third base line, and he steps on the base with ease, the third baseman. And that'll send us to the top half of the second inning. Rough inning there for the Reidsville Rams. Started out with 2 quick outs, but then 5 consecutive batters got on base, 2 scored, and now Reidsville's down 0-2. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza, located at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. Voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County, Pennrose Car Wash, located at 1509 South Scale Street in Reidsville, has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Celebrating their 55th anniversary, Pennrose Car Wash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row.
Well, it took Gingler 38 pitches to record his 3 outs. Gave up 2 runs on 1 hit and error, and the Phoenix lead 2 on base. So a 2-0 lead for McMichael after 1.
I thought the Phoenix left 3 on base.
No, the force out at third killed 1.
Leading off the inning for the Rams, number 9, Grady Barrett.
So Grady Barrett, kicker for
And after
the
4
football team.
complete innings in Wentworth, Rockingham County is up 19-1.
Bows it back into the backstop. 0-1 count, 0 outs. In the top half of the second inning. Reidsville trying to make up some ground. Barrett swings and misses again. 0-2 count.
Good little breaking ball on the inside corner there from Gann.
Barrett takes it for a ball. Keeps the at-bat alive, 1-2 count.
That was a close one to take. Good eye by Barrett.
Powers that one out there into the gap in left center, and he's going to round first and go for 2. Still haven't gotten a hold of the ball.
He might go for 3.
And he's going to pump the brakes at second base. Stand-up double to lead off the inning for the Reidsville Rams.
Second baseman Barrett trying to make up for that little fielding error that cost him a run. Ropes a double into the gap.
Carson Robertson up next. Christian Lockamy on deck as the designated hitter. Dakota Petty in the hole. 1-0 count, 0 outs, and a man on second base as Carson Robertson steps back in.
Robertson went 0-1 against the Phoenix.
Pops that one sky high. And at first base, Dunn will get under it. Lost his hat, but he got the out. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Yep, lose that pretty white hat and get it out.
Number 23, Christian Lockamy.
Lockamy had no at-bats against the Phoenix on Tuesday, hitting 158 on the season so far.
He steps in, runner in scoring position, and one out. Shows bunt for a strike. Way
Didn't get it
outside.
back. Didn't get it pulled back.
So now an 0-1 count, 2-0 lead for the McMichael Phoenix here in the top of the second. Steps off the mound. Trying to stop Grady Barrett. The runner on second.
And Barrett's not afraid to run.
That went right down the middle for a strike. 0-2 count now.
Good pitch about mid-thigh over the outside part.
Big opportunity here. And he got him swinging. Now 2 down after Grady Barrett's leadoff double. 2-0 ball game. McMichael in command.
Now batting number 2, Princeton Janey.
Princeton Janey steps up.
Janey went hitless against the Phoenix on Tuesday in his first appearance since basketball season.
Once again, Grady Barrett getting a big lead on second base. Pitcher had to show him he knows he's there. Puts that one in the dirt for a ball.
Little low. Janey's another one, solid ball player, just coming off basketball season. Needs to get some at-bats.
Outside, 2-0 count. Rockingham game just went final with a 19-1 game. Here's the pitch. Outside again, 3-0 count, and Grady Barrett has gotten in his head to where he's not.
Yeah, you're wondering if he's in Gann's head just a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, you got 2 outs. Focus on the hitter here.
Exactly.
Don't worry about that, man.
If he gets to third, but you throw 3 strikes.
Especially having a 2-run lead right now. Focus on the hitter.
Down the middle for a strike.
That's a lot of confidence to throw a breaking ball on a 3-0 pitch.
3-1 count now. Ooh, swing and a miss. And
Yeah, that
that'll
wasn't no
load
breaking
the
ball.
count up.
He reared back and threw that one.
Eli Gann with a big opportunity here. And
Just
it'll walk
missed
him.
low.
Real battle there between the pitcher and the hitter.
Now batting
But
number
ultimately-
7, Braden Snow.
Princeton Janey will win.
Braden Snow, another Reidsville player that didn't get any official at-bats against McMichael on Tuesday.
That one will be a called strike. So a man on second, a man on first. There's 2 outs. Reidsville down by 2 runs here in the top half of the second inning. This pitch from Gann, it is lined to third base. He's going to hold on to it, throw it to first, and they call him safe?
I think so. I think they said he beat the throw.
Wow. Interesting decision at third.
Now batting number 5, Connor Martin.
And Now the bases are loaded for the Rams.
Well, decision, I would call it more indecision in that case. And that brings back the top hitter in the lineup.
Fouls it back. And that's where they did their damage last game. So Connor Martin with a big opportunity here. Bases are loaded.
And he grounded to the pitcher in his first at-bat of the evening.
0-1 count. 2-0 lead for McMichael. Reidsville sends that one out to left field. Runs, and it drops.
He missed it.
Slides, and that'll score 2 runs. Trying to make it 3 runs. Cut off, man, and he runs back to third. But that ties the ball game up. Connor Martin with a big send out to left field.
Now batting number 8, Lucas Gangler.
Rough one there for Tillman, just wasn't able to get it. So now with 2 outs still, there's 2 men in scoring position. And we are all knotted up. Breaking ball right down the middle for a strike. Number 8 versus number 8, pitcher versus pitcher.
And
Lucas
Gangler flew to center in his first at bat.
Another breaking ball, but it's below the square. 1-1 count, 2 down, and a 2-2 ball game. That one is sent, I don't know where. Center field.
Center field.
I couldn't see. That'll score a run. That'll score 2 runs. And it is now 4-2 for Reidsville. 2 RBI double.
Now batting for the Rams, number 10,
And
Christian
Reidsville
Scales.
has seized the lead in the top half of the second. Been an eventful game. Intentional walk.
Yep, they put Scales on.
Now batting number 38, Colby Cooper.
So Colby Cooper steps up. Christian
know,
Scales on first.
Given an intentional walk, Christian Scales, to bring up a guy who's hit 360 with a home run and 8 RBIs.
I don't think I need to add anything to that. 4-2 ball game. Men on first and second as Colby Cooper.
And let's
We'll
see.
wait as number
Coming in the pitch
27.
run for the Rams,
That's
number
Jack
27,
Miller.
Jack Miller.
He'll come in for Connor Martin.
He's running for Gangler,
Oh, okay.
courtesy runner.
That one fouled back. The pitch, it's low, bounces off the umpire, and runners will advance to second and third. Hit the side of his helmet.
And catcher unable to knock it down and keep it in front of him. Very tough pitch for Rogers to handle.
Here's the pitch. He's going to foul that one off and keep the at-bat and, by extension, the inning alive. 2 runners in scoring position for Colby Cooper. Reidsville nursing a newfound 4-2 lead. 4 runs scored in this inning, all with 2 outs. Cooper swings on it low, fouls it off, making contact to keep the inning alive. Steps back out. Umpire dusts off the home plate on what is possibly the last pitch of the inning. Man on third, man on second. Cooper swings on it inside, fouls it off to keep the at-bat alive.
Colby Cooper up there battling hard. Been down 2 strikes the whole at bat.
Still 0-2. Swing and a miss, finally got him. But not before Reidsville scores 4 runs in the top half of the second inning with 2 down. It's an incredible job. Grady Barrett led off with a double, back-to-back outs after him. And ever since then, they just really let loose. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza, located at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services.
Carolina and Virginia Well End Pump, Piedmont Lawn and Land Management, Rogers family in honor of Jack Rogers.
Yep, top of the second, Reidsville Rams picked up 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and left 2 on.
Genesis Aviation, Bruce's Elite Auto Sales LCC,
and took the lead 4-2 with the Phoenix due up in the bottom of the second.
Donald and Mandy Corns, Williams Incorporated, Vulcan Materials, Cardwell family in honor of Jake Cardwell, Vibe Nutrition, All About Floors.
Coming up first for the Phoenix in the bottom of the second is going to be designated hitter Peyton Goins. Goins went 0-2 against the Rams on Tuesday night.
Sponsors for their support. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you know somebody who's not here wants to keep up with the game, they can listen to it on RoCo Radio. You can pick up RoCo Radio just looking them up online, RoCoRadio.com. You can go to them through Facebook or through YouTube. RoCo Radio. Tonight's baseball game is being broadcast on RoCo Radio.
And thank you to McMichael Phoenix public address announcer Bob Rodenbow for that shout out.
Leading off for the Phoenix, number 14, Peyton Goins.
Peyton Goins in to face Gangler in the bottom of the second.
4-2 ball game. McMichael jumped out to an early lead, but weren't able to hold on to it. They're going to look to get it back here in the bottom half of inning number 2.
Peyton Goins takes ball 1 in the dirt.
Bounces out of the mitt of the catcher, 2-0 count. Goins is going to take it inside for a 3-0 count now.
Good idea there by Gangler to try to catch the inside corner. The last 2 pitches had been outside.
Sun has set as that one's down the middle for a strike. 3-1 count.
Yeah, Goins had the take sign on all the way with a 3-0 count there.
That pitch fouled, and now a 3-2 count. So loading this thing up. Goins steps back in as Gingler takes his time on the mound. Adjusts his glove. Here's the righty. Fouled back into the backstop.
Right in front of our position. And Coach Elrod giving instructions to his catcher.
Goins steps back in and fouls that one. No, he struck out, but the ball popped out of the catcher's mitt. Got it to Colby Cooper anyway. That was Petty, the catcher. So that's 1 down here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Now batting for the Phoenix, number 12, Easton Tillman.
For those of you keeping up in your scorebooks, scored a K 2-3 for the first out of the inning. Top of the order, Tillman lined out to short in his first at bat.
Tillman powers that one out for a foul.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
Oh, 1 count, 1 down, as that one's down the middle for a strike.
Breaking ball came in at the knees there.
0-2 now. Nobody on base. McMichael Phoenix at the plate here in the bottom half of the second inning after giving up 4 runs in the top. That one way outside. Nice catch by Petty to make it a 1-2 pitchers count for Gingler.
And Gingler went high and hard with that one, trying to get him to chase.
Open stance here as he will take that one way outside again for a 2-2 count. Tillman is going to, whoa,
he pulled
slams that one, and it's
against
at
the wall.
Crosses first base. He's going to get
hustle.
into second, slides in. A nice double there by Easton Tillman to put himself in scoring position with just 1 out.
Yeah, hit the right field wall on the fly.
Coming up is pitcher
Now batting
Eli
for Phoenix,
Gann.
number 8, Eli Gann.
320-foot double there. Gann struck out in his first at bat.
Gann steps in, takes it down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count, 1 down, and Tillman on second base. Down by 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning is McMichael. Trying to steal third, and oh no, it looks like he's gotten caught in a rundown. And Christian Scales has pretty long arms, so he gets him. Tillman will head back to the dugout. Two outs for Reidsville.
Yeah, and Scales
Reidsville's
can run too.
Yeah.
When he's taking 1 stride to your 2.5.
Ooh,
nearly hit him.
The batter. So this is a not fun position if you're Eli Gann. Had him in on second base, just 1 out. Now you've got nobody on base and 2 outs. Strike called, so 1-2 count. And this could send McMichael up to the third inning where Gann's going to have to take the mound. So Gann is just probably not feeling good right now. Fouls that one way up there, going for it. Oh, what a job! Gingler goes all the way to the first base line and dives for it, making the grab and sending us to the top half of the third inning. 4-2 Reidsville lead. Back in the first inning, no score for Reidsville in the top half, and in the bottom half of that inning, McMichael got a couple of runs after their first 2 batters got out. 5 McMichael Phoenix got on base, but Reidsville came firing back with 4 runs of their own in the second inning, and they nursed that 4-2 lead as we enter the third.
Now, through 2 innings, Lucas Gingler has thrown 54 pitches, has a couple of strikeouts. And an amazing diving play, diving into foul territory to catch a pop fly that wasn't really all that high. He had to really hustle over that direction.
Varsity softball score coming in, McMichael with a 9-2 victory over the Moorhead Panthers.
And, of course, our final in the Rockingham County baseball against Eastern Guilford. Rockingham County with the victory 19-1. Cougars over the Wildcats from the Sam Jones Baseball Complex in Wentworth. And we're leading off this inning where we led off the second with Grady Barrett. Hit a double to the gap to lead off the inning last inning.
Outside, bounces into the backstop for a 1-0 count. A lot like yourself, Barrett was a kicker, and he also plays baseball.
There you go. Doesn't he play soccer too?
I don't think so. But, well, wait, yeah, maybe. Yes, no, yes.
Thank you.
That's a very similar path.
Did I end on a yes or no? Because I don't remember. Swings and misses on that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I can check real quick. Yeah, I'm 90% sure he did. We can check when we get a break.
And if he ran track too, it'd be just identical.
Whirls his bat around, 2-2 even count as he sends that one through the gap. He'll get to first, he'll round first and go, but he'll stop. Nice job there, knowing to stop at first. And
yep, found that hole between third and short.
This is the second time he's led off with a hit, I believe.
Yeah, second leadoff hit, 2 innings in a row. Hit that double to the gap in the second, and now singles between short and third to start the third. And that'll bring up Carson Robertson, who flew out to the first baseman in his first at bat. Called strike on the first pitch on the breaking ball down Broadway.
Barrett gets a big lead there. As that one's outside, Barrett's going to go for second, slides, and he is safe. Good job there.
Yep, got a good jump.
Now he's on second.
And that was a good throw made by Rogers. Just Barrett got in under it.
That one just above the plate.
Just a little high.
2-1 count now.
Said it crossed just above the letters there.
Carson Robertson takes it inside for
That's
strike.
a called strike.
Wow.
Looked almost the same place as the previous pitch.
Okay.
2-2 count now.
Barrett with a big lead on second. Swing and a miss. He sends him packing. Christian Lockamy will head up to the plate. 4-2 Reidsville lead with 1 down. Reidsville is hitting in the top half of the third.
And Lockamy struck out swinging in the second for the second out of the inning before Reidsville went on that tear and scored 4. Squares to bunt.
Sends it to the
Got it
pitcher,
down.
and a 1-3 right there. Sends him to third, though. So a man on third base, 2 down. Reidsville trying to extend this 2-run lead.
Yeah, Hall covered from second, and Eli Gann threw him out at first
batting
for the
number
second
2,
out, but a
Princeton
good
Junior.
sacrifice to get over Barrett. And Janey drew a walk in his first at bat.
Janey is going to take that one low to make it a 1-0 count. Trying to bring in Barrett. That one is low as well for a 2-0 count now. That one right down the plate for a 2-1 count. Ooh, another strike there. And now a 2-2 even count.
Good breaking ball there.
Seems
from
like there's
Dan.
been some long at-bats today.
Yeah, these hitters are working the counts, making these pitchers work for it.
Just the top of the third inning as this one is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat alive. Yeah, it's already 8-10. We've only completed 2 innings.
Yep.
Janey with Barrett on third is going to swing and miss. Strands Grady Barrett on third, sending us to the bottom half of the third inning. Reidsville still in control with a 4-2 lead. McMichael going to try to change that in the bottom half of the third. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that is ready when you are? Kooler Ice is county-wide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Maiden,
And now for
6734
tonight's trivia
NC
question.
135 across from
McMichael
Walmart.
has 2
Visit our local
former
Kooler
players
Ice dispenser
who
at
have
Schul's
played
Home,
in the
1635
Division
Freeway
II
Drive in
College World
Reidsville.
Series.
And for all your ice and water needs, you can also
Name
find us at
each of
Pennrose
them.
Carwash in
Here's a
Reidsville
hint.
at 1509 South Scale
One
Street.
played at Catawba-
Or
Catawba
Two Rivers Plaza in
College in
Eden,
2012
located at
and
307 West Meadow Road.
2013.
Get Kooler Ice. Great
And
tasting
one
fresh
played
ice
at Indianapolis
24/7 at all
University
4 locations. 16 pounds or
2024.
32 pounds, plus premium
Name
water
the
by the
2
gallon or
McMichael
5
players
gallons. Kooler
that
Ice.
played in the
Fresh and ready
Division
when you
II
are.
College World Series. Do you know who these 2 players are? Come up here to the press box. First one with the correct answer. We got a prize for you.
I had a moment where I decided, you know what? I need to drop in nice sometimes. Everybody up, let's go.
We have a winner.
Well, that didn't take long.
McMichael alumnus who played in the college Division II College World Series, Ethan Satterfield at Catawba in 2012 and 2013, and Jackson Kirkpatrick at Indianapolis University in 2024.
Grayson Shelton will lead off here for the Phoenix.
Shelton steps in
He's 1 of 1 tonight.
to the right side.
Singled and scored in the first.
Big cut on and miss on that first pitch. 0-1 count, nobody on base. In the bottom half of the third, it's a 4-2 Reidsville lead. Sends that one. Oh! Colby
What
Cooper
a catch for Colby Cooper.
stops that one. Line drive. Dove on it with a backhand grab at first base.
Now batting, number 7, Brady Dunn.
Still 4-2, 1 down.
One of those things where you just shake your head as a batter if you're Shelton.
Brady Dunn walked and later scored in the first and takes ball 1.
Dunn takes that one for a strike. 1-1 count, 1 down after Cooper's spectacular play. This one, ooh, big breaking ball to make it a 1-2 count.
Dunn swung at that one well off the plate. He would have done well to reach that with a broomstick. And then K's up at his eyes.
Really high.
Barrett got him on the high hard one up at his eyeballs.
Do we use the broomstick analogy for that
Come
too?
to the plate for McMichael, number 6, Colin Mitchell.
And Mitchell walked in the first to reach base, got stranded at third.
2 outs. As that one breaks inside for a strike.
That one missed.
I don't know why I said that.
That one did.
Breaks down the plate for a strike. Say it right that time?
Yeah, you got that one.
4-2 for Reidsville.
Another one down the plate for strike 2. Now 1-2 to Colin Mitchell.
Mitchell takes it high.
He's
2-2
not
count.
fooled at the pitch at his eyeballs.
Ooh, fastball, but he
That one
doesn't go.
just missed. And the Reidsville fans wanted that call.
Can understand it. So a full count with 2 down, bottom half of the third, 4-2 lead for Reidsville. Nobody on base, swings, loses it. And the K2-3 you were talking about earlier takes place once again. So we head to the top half of the fourth. Reidsville with a 4-2 lead, trying to add to it. Voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County, Pennrose Car Wash, located at 1509 South Scale Street in Reidsville, has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook, celebrating their 55th anniversary. Pennrose Car Wash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row.
Phoenix go down 1-2-3 in a 12-pitch inning for Lucas Gingler. He's at 66 pitches thrown through 3 innings. Manager Clark Erskine's going to stick with Eli Gann on the mound. Down 4-2 right now.
How many pitches is he at?
He's at 53 on the night so far. Had that extremely efficient first inning where he only threw 8. Then had a 28-pitch, 4-run second inning and threw 17 in the third. Leading things off for the Rams is going to be #7, Braden Snow. He hit a bouncer to the third baseman in the second inning and legged out the single, and later scored.
Out for the Rams, #7, Braden
So 1-1 tonight.
Snow steps in. Takes that first pitch for a strike.
Beautiful pitch. Fastball tailing in slightly.
Second pitch is a strike.
Called strike on the breaking ball just on the outside corner.
Now an 0-2 count. That one swung on it really high up there. 4-3. Got it there in time. Risky
Not
play.
by much.
Just barely. I mean, he swung on that very high.
Next batter, number 5, Connor Martin.
Yeah, chopped it into the ground, and the second baseman had to make the play and throw it over to first, and only got him by about a half a step. Connor Martin, who is 1 of 2 tonight, doubled and scored in the second, and that was a 2 RBI double for him.
Outside for a
Called
strike.
strike.
4-2 lead for Reidsville. 1 down. 0-1 count now as that one's fouled back. Connor Martin is going to send that one down the first base line and right into the hands of the first baseman, Brady Dunn. 2 down now in the top half of the 4th,
Now
about
batting
midway
number
through the
8,
game.
Lucas Gangler.
Thanks for joining us, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Got a 4-2 lead right now
And
for the Reidsville Rams.
Gingler hit a 2 RBI single in the second to bring in the 3rd and 4th runs for Reidsville.
That's a ball 1.
1 of 2 so far on his day.
Second pitch.
Just off the
Ball as
plate.
well. 2-0 count.
Good breaking ball. Gingler wasn't fooled.
Next one is a strike.
Brought that breaking ball a little further up and across the outside corner.
2-1 count. Takes it inside again. Hasn't had to swing this at bat. And it's gotten him to a 3-1 count. Lucas Gingler steps back in.
Just hadn't seen one yet that he wanted to swing at.
Gingler sends that one
Single
through
up the
second
middle.
base. And he will stop it first. Single keeps the inning alive.
And that was nearly identical to the single that he had in the second.
Now batting number 10, Christian Scales.
Scales, who was 1 for 1, singled in the first over the third baseman's head and then
Coming
was
in, pitch
intentionally
runner
walked in the
27,
third.
Jack Miller.
Still a 4-2 Reidsville lead as Christian Scales gets ready to step in. Wearing purple Adidas cleats. Reidsville with gold pants. Some gold on their uniforms, but it's mostly navy. Got the gold numbers on them. That pitch swung on a little bit low, especially for Scales.
Yeah, a lot of pitches are low for Scales.
Man on first, 2 outs as he takes that one in the dirt and pass ball advancement. So now man on second. I believe it's pinch runner Jack Miller. That pitch is swung on and missed. Christian Scales not happy with that one. Now a 1-2 count as he steps back in. That one way inside. Now a 2-2 even count.
Rogers did a good job of getting in front of that one in the dirt.
Outside and low, so it's now a full count. Scales has worked this one up. Got a man in scoring position, 2 down. 4-2 Reidsville lead as Scales steps back into that right-handed batter's box for the payoff pitch. Scales takes it low, and he will walk. Long at bat, and he wins the war, bringing up Colby Cooper.
Now batting number 38, Colby Cooper.
Good patient approach there from Scales.
2 men on base for Cooper. As Reidsville nurses their 4-2 lead, Taylor Lugers will jog out to the mound. No, it's Coach Erskine. Erskine and the infield will meet on the mound with Gann.
And Gann is 70 pitches in. Not sure if Coach Erskine's looking at pulling him at this point. Last game of the week. He's sticking with Gann here.
Here's Gann, takes a look at second and delivers the pitch. Cooper will foul it back into the backstop. The first pitch. It's a 4-2 lead for Reidsville. Man on second, man on first, as Cooper will step back in. Outside for a 1-1 count.
Cooper 0-2 tonight.
Oh, swings on it really high up there, down the line.
Foul
but it's
ball
foul.
called.
Man, if that would have been just a couple of feet to the left, that could have potentially scored 2 runs.
Oh, yeah, that got down to that
Especially
corner
with
in
how
a hurry.
fast Scales can run. Scales on first base, pinch runner Jack Miller on second, Colby Cooper at the plate. 1-2 count, 2 down. All of these runs have been scored with 2 outs for both teams. As Cooper swings on it low, bounces into the glove, and that'll send us to the bottom half of inning number 4. Still a 4-2 lead for the Reidsville Rams. McMichael Phoenix trying to make a comeback. Voted number 1 car wash in Rockingham County, Pennrose Car Wash, located at 1509 South Scale Street in Reidsville, has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Celebrates their 55th anniversary. Pennrose Car Wash, voted number 1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row.
Piedmont Loan and Land.
Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza, located at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services.
Carolina and Virginia Well and Pump.
Rams pick up no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base.
In honor of Jack Rogers.
And a 21-pitch inning for Eli Gann. He had to pitch his way out of a jam with 2 outs and 2 on.
Home Improvement. Genesis Aviation. Bruce's Elite Auto Sales, LCC. Beauty and Beast Salon Fitness, LLC. Donald and Mandy Corns. Williams Incorporated. Leading off for the Phoenix, number 15, Jack Rogers.
Rogers picked up a walk RBI with the bases loaded in the first inning. Now making his plate appearance.
Takes it down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. 4-2 lead for the Reidsville Rams. Bottom of the 4th, McMichael Phoenix batting. Second pitch, down the middle for a strike once again, now 0-2. Rogers steps back in quickly.
Yep, needs a two-strike approach here.
Looking aggressive. Swings and right into Colby Cooper, who stops it with his body. Nice job getting down on it and tagging the base.
Coming to the plate for the Phoenix, number 10, Jackson Hall.
Jackson Hall reached base on an error in the first inning on the flip from Christian Scales to Grady Barrett that was mishandled, resulted in a run.
1-0 count, one down, and a 4-2 lead for Reidsville as McMichael takes the plate once again. This time it's Jackson Hall.
Or a 2-0 count quickly as Barrett is wasting no time out there.
Hall takes it high.
And gets up
For a
3-0
count. Calls time. And that one is inside for a walk. 4-pitch walk.
Coming to the plate for the Phoenix, number 11,
Ball jogs to first base.
Andrew Lovelace.
Gingler struggled a little bit from the stretch in the first, wound up giving up 2 runs. Lovelace grounded into a fielder's choice to end the first.
Lovelace takes it high. One 0 count. Pickoff attempt, unsuccessful.
Barrett's got a quick pickoff move.
Swing and a miss. Big cut on that one to make it a 1-1 count.
And Gingler, he's got a quick delivery too. That slide step gets the ball down to the catcher quickly.
Pickoff attempt again. He's not getting a huge lead on first base.
No, it's
so these are
fairly small lead. He squared around the bunt, pulled it back.
swing and a miss on that high fastball. Loveless takes a practice swing.
Another quick move to first, not in time. Apparently he's really worried about Hall over there.
That is a swing and a miss there for Lovelace. That'll send him back to the dugout.
Coming to the plate for the Phoenix, number 14, Peyton Goins.
Designated hitter Peyton Goins stepping up. He struck out swinging to start the second inning. 0-1 today.
2 outs, 4-2 lead for Reidsville. 1 man on base. He's on first. Goins in the 9-hole takes the first pitch outside. Thanks for joining us on Facebook or YouTube. Happy to have you along for baseball action here in March. Wind has died down, weather in the 50s.
Goins calls time.
Swing and a miss.
Another quick delivery from Gingler. And another move over to first. Another one to first.
Okay, goodness gracious, dude. Is there a limit to the pickoffs?
No.
Sends that one
Sky
like
to
it'll be
left. It's
foul.
going to get out of play.
So we'll see if Gingler and Colby Cooper
Please return
continue
balls
their
5
game
out
of
play
catch.
back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
A little cat and mouse between Hall and Gingler over there.
No, it's catch. They were playing catch. Gingler and Cooper were playing catch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends
Crazy
the inning.
breaking ball there. So after 4 innings, it's a 4-2 lead for Reidsville. Nobody scored since Reidsville in the top half of the second inning.
Other sponsors supporting McMichael Baseball: Vulcan Materials, Cardwell family in honor of Jake Cardwell, Vibe Nutrition, All About Floors, Mitchell & Sons Hauling, Folks Lawn and Landscape, Carolina Trailer Sales, and Zarafla Home Improvement.
So what's the pitch count limit again? Can you refresh my memory on that?
Gann has thrown 74 pitches tonight.
But what's the limit?
They can throw up to 105, and if they're in the middle of a batter on the 105th pitch, they can finish the batter.
Okay.
Leading off for Reidsville, number 9, Grady Barrett.
Grady Barrett will step to the plate. He doubled in the second, singled in the third, and scored a run in the second. So 2 of 2 tonight.
That one is low.
Didn't miss by much.
Second one, nails that one, but it's foul. 1-1 count.
Good pitch and a good swing there from Barrett to get around on the inside fastball.
Another ball, 2-1 count now.
Another one that just missed on the outside.
Eli Gann is going to send that breaking ball inside, and it'll go into right field for a base hit. Grady Barrett putting up a quietly effective night.
Yeah, 3 of 3.
4-2 lead for Reidsville.
And Hall was playing way over towards second base. I don't know if they were expecting him to pull the ball. It was almost close to a shift, and he had a huge hole to hit to. Let's see, the Phoenix infield, at least the left side of it, meeting at the pitcher's mound.
Number 27, Jack Miller.
Miller steps back in. Got Barrett on first, no outs, and a 2-run lead to work with. Inside for a strike.
This will be Miller's first at bat of the evening.
And the runner's going to go. Barrett with another stolen base.
And swipe that one free and clear. Had a huge jump.
Left-handed batter in the box as time called for a second. 1-1 count as Barrett got too big of a lead, but he tags back up at second. Barrett being aggressive on second base.
Strike called.
That one makes it a 1-2 count.
Good pitch on the inside part of the plate down at the knees. Miller in the hole, 1-2.
Again, has it fouled back. Keeps the at bat alive, 1-2 count.
Miller stays alive with the foul ball. And a balk call.
Ooh. Barrett very happy about that one. Clapp says he gets to jog to third. How many total bases has Barrett made tonight?
Barrett has 10 total bases tonight. Has scored and now has reached third for his second time.
Eli Gann steps back onto the mound after a short break. Still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And Miller will go back to the dugout.
Now
First out
23,
of the inning. Inning number 5 underway. Reidsville with a 4-2 lead.
Lockamy struck out in the second and laid down a sacrifice bunt in the third.
That one is low.
To advance Barrett. So 0-1.
1-0 count, one down. The designated hitter has Barrett on third as he ducks that one. 2-0 count.
The McMichael faithful not happy about that when they thought it broke back across the plate. Must have just missed inside.
Swing and a miss there. My favorite part of when the fans are mad about something is that one of them waits, always, to the very end to yell something so that they can be heard. I love it. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss again. Looked like kind of like a golf swing there. Looks like he second-guessed himself on
Yeah,
that.
it's like he didn't really want to swing, but he needed to and offered at it, just kind of
2-2
haphazard.
even count now. One down. Brady Barrett's on third base, eagerly trying to be that fifth run for Reidsville as it is. Ball number 3. Full count now. Payoff pitch coming up for Christian Lockamy.
Gann missed outside on that one.
That one is going to walk him. So now runners on the corners, just one out, and a 4-2 lead for Reidsville in the top half of the 5th inning.
And Princeton Janey will step up to the plate. Walked and later scored in the second and struck out swinging in the third to end the third. So 0-1.
Now batting number 2, Princeton Janney.
We've got our broadcast partners, Joe Dexter and David Woods, who covered the game at Rockingham tonight in the comments. Good to see you guys.
Bunt.
Foul
That
ball.
one foul. Runners on first and third, 4-2 lead.
Well, first and third, a little safety squeeze. Not a bad idea. A little small ball from Coach Elrod.
Princeton Janney. Janney.
Strike
Takes
on
a
the
strike.
inside.
As they let him jog to second, Christian Lockamy.
Yep, uncontested steal there for Lockamy. Now
Runners
Janney,
on second and third.
0-2.
And one out. Reidsville with a 2-run lead. 2 runners in scoring position as that one's outside.
Oh.
For the first ball of the at-bat.
Not sure where that one missed. It looked good from where we are.
Sends that one through. Gets it through the second baseman's legs. That scores 1 run.
Gonna score 2.
It scores 2. 6-2 Reidsville lead with 1 down here in the 5th inning. 2 RBI single.
The hot shot to second gets through the glove of Hall and brings in 2 runs. Coach Clark Erskine coming out to the mound. That might end the night for Eli Gann.
Reidsville coming off that 5-1 victory over McMichael on Tuesday. Now they're up 4 runs once again here at McMichael.
Let's see, we've got Andrew Lovelace. Looked like he switched gloves. Eli Gann will come into the dugout. Looks like Jackson Hall will move over to third.
Some changes for the Phoenix. Coming in to pitch, number 6, Colin Mitchell. Moving over to third base, number 10, Jackson Hall. Moving to second base, number 8, Eli Gann. Moving to center field, number 12, Easton Tillman. Moving to left field, number 11, Andrew Lovelace.
Colin Mitchell will be your new Phoenix pitcher.
Seen some from him tonight, batting-wise.
Now batting number 7, Carson Robertson.
Pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful.
Braden Snow will step in. He is 1 of 2 tonight. Had a single, legged out a single in the second inning that was hit to third and grounded out to second.
Janie on first after that 2 RBI single.
Mitchell a little inside with that one for ball 1.
Runner's going to go and get to second base with ease after the strike. 1-1 count, 1 down, a man in scoring position. And a 6-2 Reidsville lead here in the top of the 5th.
Rogers had a little issue getting that one out of his mitt. No throw made.
Sends that one through second base. And that might score a run, rounding third, and he gets in home with ease. 7-2, Reidsville lead as their side of the field erupts. 3 runs scored now in the 5th.
RBI single there for Snow.
The blessings have come in bunches as Janie scores the 3rd run of the inning. Scored 4 runs back in the 2nd inning. And it's now a 7-2 lead.
And leadoff hitter Connor Martin.
Martin takes it outside for a 1-0 count.
That was a called strike. I thought the umpire signaled a strike.
It's a ball. Ooh, fouled that one hard. Line drove it.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout. Thank you.
That one is low for a 2-1 count. Powers that one foul again for a 2-2 count. Man, this is destroying these foul balls.
And he doubled in the second, 1 of 3 tonight. Has a couple of RBIs on that double.
Pickoff attempt doesn't work. Runner's gonna go, sends it
Hit and
off
run.
the mound, bounces. Whoa. What? Hold on. The ball bounced off the mound. They called him safe at first.
I guess the field umpire said that he beat the throw, and Coach Erskine's out, and he's not happy.
He looked way late to me, honestly.
The fans are not happy either.
Did that look late to you? Him getting on the plate?
It was
him getting on the bag?
It was bang bang. Hard to call. And the field umpire was all the way over on the other side of second because of the runner being at first. So tough angle for him, tough angle for the plate umpire.
But that'll put runners on second and first for Reidsville with just 1 down. So the ball bounced off the mound, went into the glove of the second baseman, and he threw it to first.
And they said that he beat the throw. And Coach Erskine's out talking to the home plate umpire about it.
Top half of the fifth, 7-2 lead for Reidsville. They've scored 3 runs in this inning alone.
Now batting number 8, Lucas Gangler.
Gangler will step up 2 of 3 on the night with a couple of RBIs.
Swing and a miss for Gingler. 0-1 count.
Mitchell with 2 on and 1 out's got a little bit of a jam here to work his way out of.
That one's inside. 1-1 count. Runner on second, runner on first, 1 down, and a 5-run lead for Reidsville, but they're not satisfied with that. Runner's going to go. Pitcher sends it to third, and they tag him out. So that's 2 down. These fans are having a good time.
You love baseball fans.
It's just fans in general. So I believe that's 2 outs and a 5-run lead for the Reidsville Rams, but now that takes away their man in scoring position, and they've just got 1 man on first.
Well, other than basketball, you won't see a game where umpires or officials are as close to the fans as they are in baseball.
Yeah. Ooh, put some heat behind that one. And
Gets
just
the
like
strikeout.
that, things were looking dire. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 7-2, though. McMichael Phoenix down big. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that is ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan, 6734 NC 135, across from Walmart. Visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville, located at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting fresh ice 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are.
Well, Reidsville in that inning, they picked up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, left 1 on base.
Varsity baseball final coming in with Moorhead taking down Walkertown 7-6.
Wow. And Moorhead had lost earlier in the week to Walkertown 6-1. Good revenge game there for the Panthers. Good win for the Panthers.
Incredible.
That's an extremely young team. Talented.
Lost a lot of talent last year.
Very young. Yeah, a lot of just loaded with freshmen and sophomores. Gave a good effort against Rockingham County, but they were just outmatched in that game on Wednesday. And Walkertown, who was sitting on top of the Mid-State 2A, drops their first conference
Leading off
game.
for the Phoenix, number 12, Easton Tillman.
Tillman steps in.
And Gingler will stay on the mound for the Rams.
Way outside on that first pitch. 1-0 count. Michael down 5. If they're going to do something, they need to do it quick.
Tillman 1 of 2, doubled in the second.
Outside again for a 2-0 count.
He later was caught in a rundown and picked off.
Ooh, swung on that one. a little bit outside, and now a 2-1 count. 0 outs, 7-2 lead for Reidsville.
Timeout called by Tillman.
Sends that one out to left field, and he dropped it. Dropped it and fell down. So that would be a single for McMichael.
I'll score an error to the left fielder on that one.
Now batting for McMichael, number 8, Eli Gann.
Eli Gann, the starting pitcher for tonight, will step in.
And 0-2 at the plate tonight. Struck out in the first and had that fly ball down the first baseline that Gingler dove and caught in the second.
First one's a strike. 0-1 count now. With a man on first, down by 5 runs. That
Way
went
in.
high at the nose. Wearing their pinstripe Carolina blue uniforms. Got some yellow sprinkled in there.
And in varsity softball, McMichael won 9-2 over the Moorhead Panthers.
Sends that one to the left fielder.
Good single for Gann.
Now runners on second and first with nobody out.
Now batting, number 4, Grayson Shelton.
Grayson Shelton, 1-2 tonight. Had a single in the first. Lined out to first in the third. And scored one of the Phoenix runs.
High breaking ball for a 1-0 count.
Gingler from the stretch. Steps off the rubber.
Long look at second base before delivering a high pitch. 2-0 count.
And Gingler just delivered his 90th pitch of the night.
That one
Called
is
strike.
a strike. 2-1. So it looks like he's going to go the distance. 105. Especially with nobody out right now.
Well, he's pitched a good game. You know, you stick with him and
Big cut on and miss. 2-2.
he's still managing to get outs. You know, stick with him.
Outside. Now a 3-2 count. Full count. Runners on first and second. McMichael down by 5 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Sends that one, and it is fouled. Right fielder going after it, loses his hat, and it goes
Goes out
over
of
the
play
fence.
barely.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout. Thank you.
Full count battle between Shelton and Gingler.
Here he goes. Foul again. Working up that pitch count.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
That looks like a bat.
It is bats. It's that time of year.
That one
That's
is sent
lined into
way out there to left field, and they'll hang him up at third, but they'll load the bases.
Good line drive single there for Shelton. Moves
Now
into
batting
2
for
of
the
3
Phoenix.
on the night.
Number 7.
First, second,
Brady
and third. 7-2 lead for
Dunn.
Reidsville. I can't believe
Cleanup hitter, first baseman Brady Dunn coming up.
I didn't make a bat pun when I saw that. I just can't. Goodness.
He's 0-1, walked in the first, struck out in the third.
Here he goes. Big opportunity here as that one's low.
Ball off the outside.
Runners on first, second, and third. 7 runs for Reidsville, 2 runs for McMichael. McMichael has not scored since inning number 1. Gangler's arm has to be getting tired as he approaches that pitch count limit. Puts that one down the middle.
Ball 2. 2-0 now to Dunn. If you're Brady Dunn, you want a couple of RBIs here.
That one is just outside. Man, if I'm done, I don't care. I just want to get on base and not put any outs on the board. You're playing the long game when you're down 5 runs. Even if you get walked,
base runners are base runners at this
whatever can
point.
keep
You
you
want
from
all of
getting
them you
out.
can get.
That one down the plate for a strike. 3-1 now.
And that was 100th pitch for Gangler.
Here he goes. That one is fouled back and
Will it? Yeah, it's going to get out of play.
out of play.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
Bases chock full of Phoenix.
And a full count.
Full count. Bases loaded. Fouls it back.
Another one fouled back.
How many pitches is that now?
I've got him at 102.
Back to the home dugout. Thank you.
Bases loaded. 3-2 count. McMichael down 5. Trying to make a big dent in this deficit. And he sends that one to, I believe it hit the batter. Some confusion as he runs back to third. It hit a runner going from second to third. The one going from third to home decided to go back to third. So that's 1 out.
Now batting.
Base is still
Number
loaded.
6, Colin Mitchell.
I am perplexed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check with somebody on how to even score that.
You get your statistician to do it. Oh, wait.
No, I've seen it happen in games. I've never had to score it before.
Wow. I just can't even believe you right now. It's just 1-1 count with 1 out. That one just outside. 2-1 hitters count now. Bottom of the 5th. You've got to take advantage of this if you're McMichael. This was their problem Tuesday, leaving runners stranded. That one in the dirt and through, pass ball, and racing home from third and to the plate to make it a 7-3 ball game. is number 12, Easton Tillman.
Okay, Melita Hatley in the comments. What happened? Batted ball, bases loaded. Hits the runner coming off of second, going to third.
The runner from third to home went back to third.
Yeah, the runner from third returned, the runner going to second advanced, and the batter runner made it safely to first.
Yeah,
I scored it as hit by batted ball, but I'm not sure how to score it for the hitter.
I would say single since he got to go to first. So there is ball 4, and he's going to head to first. So now the bases are loaded. 7-3 ball game.
And Barrett's going to have to come out of this game.
This is crazy. So things were looking out of reach. Now the man at the plate is a tying run. You've got one out.
Let's see. Now on the pitch will be Grady Barrett for the Rams.
Do you have those final stats for how Lucas Gingler did?
On the mound for Reidsville, number 9, Grady Barrett.
It's going to take me a minute to compile.
No, okay.
Went 4.1 innings pitched through 109 pitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts.
Moving to second base, number 7, Braden Snow. Moving over to third base, number 38, Colby Cooper. Moving to first base, number 8, Lucas Gangler.
And 4 walks allowed. Gave up 3 runs. He'll also be credited with the runners that are currently on base if any more runs are scored.
Leave it in the comments. I am thinking. That is so relatable.
She's trying to figure out how to tell me how to score that because it's not something that happens often.
Seven to 3 ball game. Reidsville with a 4-run lead, but the bases are loaded for McMichael. And coming to the plate is number 15, Jack Rogers. Huge opportunity for Rogers to do something big right here.
Coming to bat for the Phoenix, number 15, Jack Rogers.
And Barrett, in his 1 inning of work for the Rams on Tuesday, had 3 strikeouts, gave up 1 hit.
Rogers steps in with 1 out. Swings and misses on that first pitch, a fastball right down the plate. Second pitch is a strike. 0-2 count. And he gets out of here in 3 pitches. What a job by Barrett. And now there are 2 outs, 3 runners on base, and a 7-3 lead for Reidsville. What a job by Barrett. Cold-blooded right there.
Jackson Hall will take his stance.
Crazy breaking ball.
Upstairs with it.
1-0 count. That one is in the dirt. 2-0 count now. Again, runners on first, second, and third, and a 4-run deficit for McMichael. 2 down. Fouls that one hard into the softball field.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout. Thank you.
Somebody will have to head down to the softball field to get that one.
Go ahead, I'll mute your mic. That one
Breaking ball in the dirt.
Now a 3-1 count.
Barrett doesn't want to let this one get away from him.
Huge moment here. Hall smashes that one way high up there, deep left field, warning track, and he makes the grab. Looked a little shaky out there for a second. But Carson Robertson sends this one to the 6th inning. They leave 3 runners stranded on base and hold on to their 7 runs to 3 runs lead. Go ahead and let us know your thoughts in the comments as we approach inning number 6.
Phoenix picked up one run on 2 hits, 1 error, and left the bases loaded. Well, Brent Sutphin in the comments. Thanks for listening in.
Happy to have you along.
Follow our Facebook page, and you can tune in. We've got games coming up next week also. The schedule will be available on the RoCo Radio Facebook page.
Christian Scales.
Scales steps in to the right-handed batter's box.
Officially 1-1, but has reached base 3 times this evening.
Melita in the comments, the batter does get a hit. You could have just said, Jay, you were right. Put an exclamation point on it. If she does that, I will be so happy. One count.
Well, that's good to know. I'll know that for future reference.
I mean, I told you earlier, just, swinging for the fences pretend I know, and eventually he's right.
1-2 for Mitchell.
Swings and
Curveball,
misses.
strike 3.
And puts away Christian Scales.
Good breaking ball there from Mitchell.
38, Colby Cooper.
Kobe Cooper comes up to the plate.
And Mitchell had a good outing coming in relief Tuesday night.
First one is high for a 1-0 count. That one is low. 2-0 count. Ooh.
Hit the bat, foul ball.
Looked like a knee-jerk reaction to almost getting hit.
Yeah,
And it hit the
fortunate
bat.
there for Mitchell to pick up the strike.
2-1 count as Cooper nails that one into center field. It'll drop for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting there from Cooper to get on with 1 out.
Next up, number 9, Grady Barrett.
And Grady Barrett will step into the plate. 3 of 3.
And he's been on the mound some. Doing a good job getting them out of that jam. Strike 1. That one is grounded.
Double play ball.
6-4. I really built that up to say the 3 emphatically, and
bobbled.
he held on to it. So
It happens.
Still gets the lead runner out.
Carson Robertson.
Still 7-3 in favor of Reidsville with 2 down. A man on first.
Barrett standing on first after reaching on a fielder's choice.
(6'4", 2.5",
Carson
says Joe
Robertson
in the comments.
Entered back into the lineup, batting again. 0-2 today.
Ooh, nails that one to second base. Nice stop there and sends it to first. The 4-3 finally sends us to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Reidsville picks up no runs on 1 hit, leaves 1 stranded. McMichael will have to try to overcome a 4-run deficit here in the bottom of the 6th. Joe Dexter in the comments, 6'4", 2.5.
It was great.
And Barrett will be coming back out for the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up for the Phoenix, Andrew Lovelace, who is 0 of 2. He grounded into a fielder's choice to end the 1st and struck out swinging in the 4th.
Bottom half of inning number 6. Still a 7-3 lead for the Reidsville Rams.
Same old dial, same old end of the work week drain. Bartender but I don't mind. She kicks them up strong, serves me up right.
And see Melita in the Hatley in the comments, I likely would have given the batter a fielder's choice. That was my line of thinking on it, but I wasn't sure how to score it. I've never had that happen as many games as I've scored.
Leading off for McMichael, number 11, Andrew Lovelace.
Joe, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I said bottom half of the sixth. There's a delay, okay? There's a delay between the broadcast and what the listeners get.
And that breaking ball crossed the feet at about 5 feet and 10 inches off the ground. 1-0.
Now a 1-1 count. 7-3 for Reidsville. That one is at the feet of the catcher. Which, you know, their feet are at the same level, so I don't know why I specified it was at the feet of the catcher.
Well, if it had been at the feet of the batter, it would have bounced, so that's fair.
Okay, thank you. It makes me feel good. That one is sent through
Liner into
and
left.
And he will stop at first base. Leadoff single. Puts him on base. And right now, you're just trying to make a dent. You're just trying to keep the inning going.
14, Peyton
Just don't get out.
Goins.
Peyton Goins due up now. He's struck out twice. 0-2 tonight. Would love to make this third at bat count. Get on base here. Another high breaking ball from Barrett. Ball one. Small lead off first for Lovelace.
That one is low. Two-0 count. Nobody out. The Rio count now.
Designated hitter Peyton Goins in a 3-0 count now with a runner on and nobody out. And the top of the order due up.
And that'll
All
walk him. So
four.
now runners on first and second, much like last inning, with no outs. 7-3 ball game.
Next Phoenix batter, number 12, Easton Tillman.
Tillman will step in 1-3. Reached on an error in the fifth, doubled to right in the second, and lined out to short in the first. Barrett missed low with that one for ball one. And the Reidsville
called.
pitching coach calls time to go out and speak with Barrett, calm him down. Coach Erskine will take this opportunity to talk to his hitter.
So what are you thinking if you play for McMichael here? What are your thoughts?
I mean, you're down 4 runs. You want to get on base any way you can, and just keep from getting outs. You definitely don't want to run into any outs. Is the big thing. You want to run the bases smart. You want to
Make sure you don't hit your teammate with the ball.
well. I mean, that's so far out of your control.
No, that's the number one thing in your mind when you step up to the plate.
Yeah, every time. I just don't want to hit my teammate who's running the bases.
Yeah. Don't let it happen. I can read his thoughts. He's thinking it right now. Runners on first and second, down by 4 runs. McMichael with no outs. And a 1-0 count for Tillman.
I've been involved in I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of baseball games, and that's the first one that I've seen it happen.
See, but the type
live.
of thing to scar you to where you think about it every time you bat. Again. 1-1 count for Tillman. Popped up high.
It's going to get out of play. Yep.
And it hit the bleachers.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
That one landed darn near in the third base dugout.
Didn't hit a teammate. Almost hit a fan. But no, that doesn't get anyone out. 1-2 count now for Tillman. Still runners on first and second here in the bottom half of inning number 6. Inside. Good take there to even things up.
Dale Hagwood in the comments, thank you for that one.
There we go. That one is low for a 3-2 count now. And a big opportunity here. Tillman's worked this up from a pitcher's count to a full count. Runners on first and second. Payoff pitch. Fouls it.
Hit off the batter. And Tillman will stay alive.
Takes it outside, and that walks him. Bases loaded once again, but this time there are no outs.
Coming to the plate, number 8, Eli Gann.
Eli Gann had that play in the last inning where he hit the man between second and third, credited with a single. 1 of 3 tonight.
Inside for a strike, 7-3. Tying run is at the plate. McMichael has a real shot with no outs. All you really got to do is get on base here.
And still an inning to play.
Drills that one
That's in the
sky
left.
high, left
Is it
field.
going to be deep enough?
Dropped!
It's missed.
It dropped! Runners trying to advance at third, but he puts him out. 7-4 though. I think he was just shocked that the ball dropped and left.
Now
So
batting,
that takes
number
the
4,
runner off of third.
Grayson Shelton.
Runners on first and second. It's a 7-4 Reidsville lead with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. That one's inside at the shoulder. .50 degrees out here. Feels like 20. Because that one's fouled out.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the third base dugout. Thank you.
One. That one's high for a 2-1 hitters count now. Shelton takes his time, steps back in. That one is
Off the plate
just
outside.
outside. Now it's 3-1. Oh, swing and a miss. 3-2 count now. I thought it would be a worse pitch than that. Tillman jumped off second base and distracted Barrett right before the pitch was delivered. But it was right down the plate. Here he goes. That one is nailed out to left center. Center fielder gets under it. Runners have to tag up. Just like that, there's 2 down here in inning number 6. And McMichael's got to get something going.
Coming to the plate, number 7.
Brady Dunn.
Brady
Up next.
Dunn.
And Brady Dunn 1-2 on the night. Drew a walk and scored in the first. Struck out swinging in the third and hit a single in the 5th. And strike 1 to Dunn.
Dunn, takes it at his eyes for a 1-1 count.
And I apologize. It was Gann that got hit by that batted ball in the second. Dunn was the one that actually hit it.
It's all right. I forgive you. That one in the dirt, bounces
It's
high.
past him.
And the runners will advance into scoring position at third and second. That is huge right there.
Now Dunn 2-1 after the pass ball, and it advances the runners to second and third.
Breaking ball inside, but a strike called. So now we're at 2-2 with 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position and a 3-run game. Bottom of the 6th. Sends that one.
Poked
It's
it into the hole.
through. He got it through.
And that's
1 run
gonna score
scores.
too.
And 2-run score. It's a 1-run game. What a job. Back against the wall. Brady Dunn with 2 strikes. Puts 2 runs in. Beginning of the inning, it was 7-3. It's now 7-6.
Colin Mitchell.
Colin
And
Mitchell.
0-1 tonight, has reached base twice on walks, struck out swinging in the third. And he's the current pitcher of record, so he would love to help his cause out here and even this thing up.
Mitchell. Takes the second one, and it's now a 1-1 count. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and it is 7 runs for Reidsville, 6 runs for McMichael. We could see an eventful 7th inning.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, big swing and a miss there. 1-2 count now.
And that's everything that Coach Elrod advertised, a 7-inning battle.
He wasn't lying. I bet he wished he was, but as that is a swing and a miss there. Reidsville fans get back into this. So heading in to inning number 7. It's 7 runs for Reidsville, 6 runs for the McMichael Phoenix. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that is ready when you are? Kooler Ice is county-wide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan, 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. Visit our Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville, located at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden, located at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice. Great tasting fresh ice, 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water. By the gallon or 5 gallons. Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are.
Bruce's Elite Auto Sales, LCC.
Well, McMichael Phoenix in the bottom of the 6th pick up 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and leave a man on base, and they are within 1 as Reidsville comes up for their last official at-bat of this game, leading 7-6.
Mitchell and Sons Holly. Folks, Lawn and Landscape.
Thanks for joining us. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, McMichael scored 2 runs in the first inning. Reidsville came firing back in the top half of the second with 4 runs of their own. 3rd and 4th innings were scoreless. Reidsville in the 5th inning tacked on 3 runs to make it a 7-2 lead, looking out of reach. But McMichael was able to score a run last inning, and then in this past inning, they scored 3 runs to make it 7-6.
Leading off for Reidsville, number 23, Christian Lockamy.
And Mitchell will stay on the mound to start the 7th inning. Last game of the week, he's thrown 39 pitches. And Lockamy will be the hitter for Reidsville.
Swing and a miss on the first one. 0-1 count. Nobody down, nobody on base, as Lockamy, the designated hitter, leads off the inning.
Well, excuse me, Mitchell's only at 24 pitches. I was looking at the wrong pitcher.
That went in the dirt for a 1-1 count.
Lockamy has reached base on a walk tonight, sacrificed, and struck out.
Down the middle. For a strike. 1-2. And he got him swinging.
Good 4-pitch strikeout there for Mitchell.
So now 1 down for the Reidsville Rams.
Princeton Janney will step up. He has reached on a walk and reached on an error and struck out once. Has scored 2 runs, but officially 0-2 on the evening.
Bunt, pulls it back in time, but a strike called. It was in the zone. That one is low.
Just missed.
1-1 count. That one's low too, so it's a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss on that one, evens it up at 2-2. Inside, right at his knee for a 3-2 count.
Looked like it just missed inside.
Full count, 1 out, nobody on base. Swing and a miss. And he'll head back to the dugout. 7 runs for Reidsville, 6 for McMichael.
Number 7, Braden Snow.
As Braden Snow heads to the plate.
Snow 2 of 3 on the night. Hit a single into the gap between third and short in the 2nd inning, and a single up the middle in the 5th.
That went outside for a 1-0 count. Oh, inside. Almost clipped his elbow. Had to jump out of the way for a 2-0 count now.
And his other at-bat, he grounded out to second.
Pounds that one down the third base line. He will round first and head for second. In the left field corner, he gets in with a stand-up double.
2-out double for Snow. Puts him at 3 of 4 for the night.
Giving Reidsville some much-needed life
Next up for
after
Reidsville,
that
number 5,
deflating
Connor
sixth
Martin.
inning.
And Connor Martin will step in. 2 of 4 tonight. Has a single and a double with a couple of RBIs.
Keeping your offense alive.
And are we going to see a pitching change here?
What was your mindset when you were pitching and you had to come in for another pitcher during an inning?
I didn't do a lot of relief work. I mostly worked as a starter.
Okay.
But when I did have to come in relief, my mentality pretty much stayed the same all the time. Throw strikes, trust your defense to catch the ground balls that you force.
Steps back in. Runner on second. 2 outs. Top of the 7th as he swings and misses on the first pitch to make it 0-1. 7-6 Reidsville lead. Outside. One count. Here he goes. Outside for a 2-1. Outside again. Extended hitters count with a 3-1. Down the middle for a strike. 3-2 now. Huge moment here.
I'll tell you, Jay, if you want to hear great chirping from the sidelines, go to a baseball game or a hockey game. They're both epic.
And he got it.
Yes.
We head to the bottom half of inning number 7. McMichael with all the momentum, down just 1 run to their cross-county conference rivals, the Reidsville Rams. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that is ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza and Maid and 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. Visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville, located at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting fresh ice, 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Rockingham County's premier locations for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza, located at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. So, just for fun, drop your predictions in the comments for what happens in this 7th inning. Your March Madness is probably destroyed by now. So, go ahead and tell us what you think will happen in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 7-6. McMichael was down for a good portion of the game. It was 7-2 heading into the bottom half of the 5th. McMichael tacked on 1 run, then they tacked on 3 in that last inning, 2 of which came with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Number 15.
And now
Rogers.
They've got 9 strikes to stay alive with, down by 1 run. Rogers up at the plate. Takes it down the middle for the first strike. Took it looking.
And Rogers, 0-2 tonight, reached on a walk in the first.
That one is a strike.
Another
0-2.
called strike.
Rogers steps back in. In an 0-2 hole. Swings on
Pokes
it
it foul.
late and keeps the at-bat alive.
Please return balls fouled out of play back to the home dugout. Thank you.
Joe Dexter just blatantly lying in the comments, saying that he has every pick right in March Madness.
What are you talking about? I have every pick right, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm filling them out after the games.
I feel like you would still get them wrong, though. Legitimately. Oh, 2 count. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat is a breaking
locked
ball
him
that
up.
punches him out. One out,
Next up for the Phoenix. number
1
10,
run game.
Jackson Hall.
Jackson Hall's been on base twice tonight, reached on an error and a walk, and flew out to left to end the 5th. And there's a first strike called to him. 0-1 count.
Second pitch.
Oh, he hit him.
Nailed him. So the tying run heads to first base.
Coming to the plate for the Phoenix, number 11, Andrew Lovelace.
Lovelace. Massive chance here.
And Lovelace singled in the 6th to start the inning.
Breaking ball, low and inside for a 1-0 count.
And later came in to score the first of 3 runs in that inning. Has also grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out swinging.
That one is a strike.
Yeah, that was pretty much a no-doubter.
1-1 count with 1 out. 7 runs for Reidsville, 6 for McMichael. McMichael's got 1 man on base. He's on first. Here's the pitch.
Low.
2-1. Hitters count. Takes that one just low for a 3-1. Outside, and that walks him. The potentially winning run, Jackson Hall heads
Now batting for
to
the Phoenix,
first.
number 14.
Oh no,
Nathan
Andrew Lovelace.
Goins.
Read that wrong.
Yeah, Lovelace heads to first. Hall standing on scoring position in second, representing the tying run. And Peyton Goins.
You know, Man of Constant Sorrow is an interesting walk-up music choice.
I think they've just got it on shuffle up there.
No, it's been him every time. Here he goes. Peyton going. One out. A man on second, a man on first. McMichael trying to complete the comeback as he has it thrown at. And runners going to advance to third and second. Almost hit him. Went right through. Pass ball hit the backstop. And now 2 runners in scoring position.
With the way he reacted, I thought it may have hit him.
7-6. McMichael down by 1 run. They were down by as many as 5 in the 5th inning. Huge opportunity here in the bottom half.
Yeah, battle back
7th.
from a 7-2 deficit. Now they've got the tying and winning run in scoring position with only 1 out.
Pulls back a bunt, and it's a strike. Reidsville's infield on their toes. 1-1 count.
Yeah, everybody playing in. They don't want to give up that tie and run.
Peyton going. Puts up a bunt attempt again. Pulls back. And that one's low. 2-1 count. I mean, those infielders are charging at him. It's got to be hard focusing on hitting when you got...
Well, I'll tell you, if he pulls it back quicker and slaps one at one of them, they're going to have about 1/10 of a second of reaction
I mean,
time.
that's giving them room, giving him room to hit it somewhere. So 2-1 count now. Peyton going. 2 runners in scoring position. Pulled back like you said, but he fouled.
Please return balls.
2-2 even count.
Thank you.
And Coach Mike Elrod is out there speaking to the umpire about that.
These fans are chirping.
I think questioning that tactic was showing bunt, pulling it back and swinging. I can't tell what he's saying.
Runner on third, runner on second. Tying and winning run for McMichael. There's 1 out. Man at the plate has a 2-2 count. 7 runs for Reidsville, 6 runs for McMichael. McMichael has scored 4 runs in the past 2 innings to cut this from a 5-run deficit to a 1-run deficit. Big opportunity at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. Peyton going. Calls time.
Timeout called by the umpire. I thought for a second he was going to call a balk on Barrett.
Here's going. That one's low. 3-2, full count now.
And Goins works it full.
Full count. 2 runners on. 7-6 ball game. Payoff pitch. Low, and he walks him. Bases loaded. And we head back to the top of the lineup with Easton Tillman.
Coming to bat for the Phoenix.
Give us the stats on him, Hatley.
12, Easton Tillman.
Tillman, 1 of 3 tonight. Lined out to short in his first at bat. Doubled to right in his second at bat of the second inning. Reached on an error by the left fielder in the 5th. And later
Up
scored.
next week for Phoenix baseball. Tuesday night they travel to
And drew a walk in the 6th and later scored.
Wednesday night they're at home for a doubleheader.
Meeting on the mound amongst the infielders and their coach. 7-6, bases loaded for the McMichael Phoenix. It was 7-2 in the middle of the 5th. McMichael was just not looking good. They hadn't scored since the 1st. Scored a run with the bases loaded. Weren't able to do much more than that. Then in the bottom of the 6th, they scored 1 run. Then they had 2 outs, 2 strikes. Got a 2 RBI single. And
I think
now
we may see
it's
a
7-6.
pitching change here.
Coming in to run for McMichael, number 2, Dax Accord.
7-6 for the Reidsville Rams with the lead. McMichael Phoenix down by just 1 run, trying to complete a crazy comeback to avenge their loss on Tuesday. As we do have a pitching change here. Runners on first, second, and third. Have a meeting with their coaches. Could be a night to remember or a night you hope to forget if you're on either of these teams.
It's not white, it's legal, people. Got the fans fussing about the pink sleeve on Princeton Janey's arm.
Is there something wrong with it?
As long as it's not white, as far as I know, it's legal. In the majors, it's required to be a uniform color if you are a pitcher. But I'm not sure that that's the rule in high school. I was under the impression that as long as it wasn't white, it was legal.
Here we go, big opportunity for the leadoff hitter, Easton Tillman, coming up to the plate.
Number 2, Princeton Janey.
Princeton Janey versus Easton Tillman. Reidsville Rams versus McMichael Phoenix. Bases loaded, 7-6. McMichael was down 7-2 in the 5th inning, trying to complete the comeback. Runners on every base and just 1 out. Mike Elrod returns to McMichael as Reidsville's coach. This is a big moment for him as well. Here's Tillman, steps into the plate. Got an open stance.
And as far as I know, this is Janey's first pitching appearance of the season. Big pressure situation.
Tillman hammers that one over his head.
That's going to be the game winner.
Sends him 1 run in. Second run coming home. And that's the game! The McMichael Phoenix complete the comeback. Tillman sends it over the second baseman's head. 2-run score. And the McMichael Phoenix come back from down 7-2 to win it 8-7 over their cross-county conference rivals and avenge Tuesday's loss. What a job by the McMichael Phoenix. Easton Tillman delivers in a clutch moment on the very first pitch. And McMichael gets the win in front of their home fans.
Wow. What a game.
Unbelievable finish. McMichael Phoenix started off the game looking good. They were up 2-0. But then, second inning came and Reidsville got hot, 4-2. Next couple of innings were kind of quiet. Then Reidsville tacked on 3 more runs. It looked like it was out of reach. It was 7-2. McMichael put up 1 more run, but weren't able to put up more than that with the bases loaded. So it was 7-3. Then, bottom of the 6th, they started to tack on some runs, got it to 7-6. And then Easton Tillman plays the hero in the bottom of the 7th with a 2-run.
Lines it over second baseman's head toward the gap and
secures the victory for the Fighting Phoenix. What a job. What a game.
And Connor Martin made a heck of a throw in, and it just didn't get in time. What a game. Last minute heroics. We've
love to see it.
Yeah, we've seen a variety of it this season so far. You know, we've seen tight games that could have gone either way. We saw some, standard baseball games, 5-1, 8-5, that kind of thing. And now we see the last minute walk-off base hit to win it.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
You love to see it. Kind of puts you in that baseball spirit.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
That amazing, just right over his head, jumped for it, couldn't reach it. And those players are happy. Players chirping back and forth in the dugouts. You had the fans all over it. You could tell. I mean, these players know each other well.
Oh, yeah. They've been playing summer ball together since they were kids and travel ball together. And
Reidsville's been the talk of the town with that championship victory, so McMichael's got to feel good, especially after losing to them on Tuesday. And they beat their former coach that they've grown up playing baseball with, Mike Elrod.
Oh, yeah. Just a great win here tonight for the Phoenix. Improves their conference record to 3-1 and improves them to 8-2 overall. And, Reidsville drops to 4-5 overall, 1-1 in the conference. But, they split with McMichael, and McMichael is a perennial contender for the conference championship. So nothing to hang their heads about for Reidsville tonight. Valiant effort, great game on both sides.
All right, you got anything to add, Hatley?
No, I got nothing. This is why we're here. I love this stuff,
sir.
And I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be able to be part of bringing this to the fans.
All right, thank you guys so much. Thank you to Pennrose Carwash. Thank you to Two Rivers Plaza. Thank you to Kooler Ice. Thank you to you, the listeners. You guys make this all possible. Thank you guys so much for your support in the comments, your likes, your subscribes. We see it. We love it. We love covering this great game of baseball. 8-7, McMichael Phoenix make the comeback and take down Reidsville with the walk-off 2 RBI single to center right. Thank you so much for joining us.